Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to JTV Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, the inventor of a cord knotting and design tool called the Knotty-Do-It-All. And this is my last show. And I want to thank everyone that has sent me letters, cards, kind notes through the email. I really appreciate them. I read every one of them and they really touch my heart. And I'm glad that, over the years, I've been able to help you guys create really cool jewelry. Leave comments down below because, even though I might not be able to read them during the show, I will definitely read them afterwards. We have some fantastic products today. These rondelles are just amazing. And this project, it did get a lot of likes, but I did say on my Instagram post that there were a couple of things that I would change about it. So I'm going to show you what those are during the actual project. And I think I have a little extra time today, so I'm gonna cover one really cool thing because there in our customer slideshow there is a bracelet that Sarah, North Carolina sent in, which is it's this style. It's like the overhand knotted. And if you're not familiar with this technique, it is so fast and easy. It's ridiculous. But just last night I was thinking is there a production mode version of it? And I came up with one, and I'm going to share it with you. And it's completely and totally awesome. So anyway, let's check out the products on today's show, and then we'll get to my favorite part, which is the customer show. The first product is the Knotty-Do-It-All, and this, guys, let me tell you. I mean, I've been doing this for 17 years, and I never, ever get bored of it. I mean, this tool. It is amazing. Let me just show you some of the benefits. I mean, just some of them. Okay, it helps project works up faster, and that is no joke. I mean, prototyping is easier. So when you're making jewelry and you're not quite sure about something or the measurement of cord, it's not a major chore to make a prototype because I've mentioned this in the past because back in the day my prototype was my final piece because there was no way I was going to do it over again. Makes knotting easy, all kinds of knots like overhand knot, braiding, just macrame. Even though there are some techniques that you don't necessarily do with the board, especially knotting, I do share with you my super fast bionic way to get the job done. And it's very if you're making a mala necklace, I mean, you need because the mala necklaces have 108 beads. I mean, that's 108 knots, and you need to get the job done as quickly as possible. Eliminates guesswork for measurement. The board, when you set up your projects, it keeps track of the measurement. As well as it keeps tension, and it's just get your hands into your work, so it's just really quick and easy. I've always mentioned that. It's fun, it's easy, and it's really cool. And the board, we have the both sizes, the little one and the big one, and each one of them comes with a specific hardware set. I mean, because they're a little bit different because the boards are different sizes, and you need a slightly different configuration of hardware for the smaller board. But the let's see what other great gift. And also everything is available online. All the Knotty lessons are on YouTube. And the benefit of that, because a lot of you said, I've got my smart TV. I would love to see you on my big TV as opposed to the computer. So I thought, you know what? No problem. Let's get that done. Versatile, hundreds of functions, no joke. And I want to show you something cool only because we've got a little extra time today. So they're beautiful, hardwood, will not warp, solid, has a rubber feet so your work doesn't move. But this is really cool. So let me move this, and you do get the DVD and the ebook. Because I know, I mean, I don't want to say that they're making a comeback, but a lot of people are just getting tired of, I don't know, media, social media. I don't know what super. Oh, good Lord, super sad, Susanna. Oh my God, no. You guys are too funny. Okay, so here is my production tip. This is really cool, guys. You're going to love this. Anyhow, This bracelet is this one. Okay, super fast, super easy. And yesterday, like I said, mentioned earlier, I thought, is there like the even super fast way to do it? So what you do is, like, once you've got your like prototype done, like, just string like your beads and the clasp, beads and clasp, beads and clasp. And one thing, okay, and the reason this is probably like really smart, because the ratio of like how fast it is to what you get, it just messes with your mind. You get it done so fast that you almost always go over, at least I do, in terms of like the knots, because I keep thinking to myself, there's no way that I made that in such a short period of time. So so the trick is, you string like all your different, like all your bracelets on, and I'm going to show you like really exactly where to put the glue so it comes out perfect every single time. I made this bracelet, so what you do is sorry, oh my goodness, I'm going to measure around 25 inches. Okay, guys, I'm having a coughing fit. Okay, so I'm going to put a moose knot, because this is going to be the part that I do. What do I have in my nail? Probably like faux leather. This is the part that I'm going to do the knotting with. So I'm going to get that clipped in here. And I'm going to make a moose knot. And the good thing about this one here, you do not need to put glue on it. So I'm going to do like a 1-2, but you could be creative and do like maybe more. So I measured 25 inches. I'm going to come in here and tie it down. Perfect. And remember that your clasp adds to the length. So over here, you just put your clasp inside a clip, just like that. And then this side, I just love making this bracelet. Let's get these beads in here and just kind of pull to get this nice and like straight. And then you just slide your bead over and then make an overhand knot. For those of you that haven't seen this, it's like it's interesting, because it's an overhand knot like this, except you're making it like around the this part right here. So I'm gonna let me lock in my focus. I'm gonna do this like in real time, like how I would actually do it. So whoops, there went my beads. That's all right. Let's scoot those off. There's one. And I just want to like mention that these particular beads, which are on the show, the fluorite, they I could have used easily a 1.5 millimeter leather, but I'm using like wax cotton, a 1 millimeter cotton. But I think if I were to do this in real life for a bracelet, I'd use the look at that. How quick and easy is that? That's just like mind-boggling. Okay, so there, and this yeah, is a little bit long, but the leftover is what we're going to use to make the finishing knot here. So I'm gonna, oh, one moment please. My rescue team has arrived with lemonade. Thank you, Lauren. Oh my gosh, I was like dying. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna cut here, and I'm gonna get my extender chain, which I put right here. And always put like a little ball on your extender chain, because you gotta have. Okay, let me cut this excess off. So remember, I measured 25 inches, and I'm gonna put this in like that. Whoop. And these fluorite beads, I think they're 42 JMO 330. So see that? Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna come over here. See, it's like you tell the hand move, and then you could just like move it to wherever you need it. So I'm gonna just make like a space right in there, and then I'm gonna take another clip and clip this, because I need to get. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit longer, because I want some more wiggle room. So you just move this, and then move this over. Perfect. All right. So then you take your cord and then make a coil knot. There's a slight difference between the coil knot and the moose knot because I do get a lot of questions like what is the difference? Coil knots, you coil and then one end goes in one way, the other end goes in the other way. And then the moose knot it's more like an anchoring knot. So this one will go in this way. And this is this little where to put the I can't even talk. The placement of the glue. Let me try to rephrase that. Oh my goodness. Is that's the, what do they call it? The money shot. Because let's get this in and okay, so see I'm making it, but it's not like tightened. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in. Let me refocus right there. I know that's faux leather in my nail because I was just making a necklace. See this spot right there? That is where you want to put the glue. Okay, so I'm going to get my glue. And there we go. Let's put the glue right there. The nice generous amount of glue. Let me, maybe I want you guys, can you guys see that? Well, maybe it's because I can't see it. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to put a generous amount of glue right in there, okay? And what you do is you take, this is so cool. Take that off, take this off, hold the chain and the two tail ends and pull them together like that. See that? I'll hold that there because I know a lot of people get like confused, like how exactly do you do that? So I grab the chain and the folded ends and I pulled them and so that way it makes that loop inside the bend a lot like real snug, and then you just come in and then you tighten and see how the glue like squishes out perfectly. So you just want to like leave that until the glue dries, and then you just trim off all the excess ends, which would be like these three and then this one here, and then you just move on to the next bracelet. And you know what, it's a good idea to use really good scissors. I think I need to get new glasses, guys. Thank goodness I have a doctor's, an appointment with the eye doctor tomorrow. Maybe they'll like give me stronger glasses. But that's it. So it's done. I mean, how fast was that? So this is just like a small example of like what you could do with the board. But then you could do like multi-strands, tassels, braided. I mean, it just goes on and on. But this bracelet is very like cool and like it's got a lot of impact. So let's see what else we got here. Okay, so oh, okay, so we have the stainless steel diamond cut round. I know that I did, if you go back and look at my past JTV shows, I did a project using these beads. They're really cool because they're in the first place they're heavy. Can you guys see what is going on? Uh-oh. Let me see my camera here. Uh-oh, that's why manual focus. Perfect. So you get two sizes, and they have weight, which is nice. So if you're making a necklace, this is really interesting. Okay, let me explain. There have been times where I've made necklaces that were kind of like light in the front, and like heavier in the back than they are in the front. So if you add like a couple of accent beads that give it weight, it'll keep it from turning. I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that where the necklace kind of turns on you. So just having like a good counterweight. So having these as like accent beads on the front makes it like really like helpful. And the next item is the leather cord. This is a 2mm, which I love. You'll see in the customer show that Sarah sent in a necklace that has like just one bead. This is my go-to because that specific style, which you'll see, is like perfect layering piece, and this leather is like perfect for one large whole bead with two barrel knots on the side because it's like very like substantial, and it just has a lot of body, and it knots really, really nice. The fluorite beads are the ones that I just use. These are 8 by 12mm tubes, and These are, it's JMO 330. They're very beautiful. Very, I don't know. Every time I like look at like a fluorite bead, they just feel like they're like super like peaceful. And the I've used up all the pendants. So these multi-stone 40 to 60 millimeter, you know, I've gotten them a few times. And the cool thing about them is you never know what you're going to get. There's always like, it's always like a surprise because you know, sometimes, I mean, this one, oh my goodness, look how pretty this green one is. I just love, oh, what happened? I've got trigger finger. Look how pretty that one is. And this one, oh, I thought was so cool because it had like an orange line going through it. And I don't know, look at that. I just thought, oh, it's going to look really good with the orange beads, the orange rondelles. So yeah, so, and let's see what else we got. I think, is that it? Oh yeah, the last one is the turquoise, jasper, and red aventurine. And these are the rondelles. I really like them. I mean, as far as techniques go, the two competitors for like my big favorites are bead crochet and the braiding. And however, when it comes to rondelles, I always go with the braiding because with the crochet, you can't get the cord around it like tight enough, so it kind of sort of like they kind of hang funny. But braiding, which we're going to be doing today, is like the perfect technique for the rondelles because it really like helps them like kind of stay put, as you can like see here. See that? And plus, I'm using a waxed Irish linen, so it's going to be a really fun project. So that is like, those are all the products on today's show. So if you haven't gotten yourself a board, get one. Anyway, our customer show is next, and we've got like some really cool, pretty things. So here is the customer show. All right, first we have a necklace by Laura Lee. She had sent in the original one on the left side, and she said that she did not like it, so she remade it. And the so this was a last week's project. I really like it. I think it looks really cool. But the remake has like wire wrapped beads, which I thought was really cool. And here is another picture of it. So I think either one of them looks really nice. I think that having the chain on the back with the clasp, that's a really nice touch. So this, I think in the end, it came out really nice. And I like, your version, how it's got like the little brass beads on either side of the beads on top. So I think, honestly, Laura Lee, I like either version very much. And then next we have Pat New York. And this bracelet's interesting. Pat, I don't know how you did this, but the weave I noticed was really, really cool. It's got like I like how the ends just like fluff out wildly. And the technique that you used, I don't know. This is nothing that I've ever seen, but it looks really interesting. It looks kind of like kumihimo with like beads in there, but it's not braiding, maybe macrame, I don't know, but I think it's really, really cool. And then next we have Sad Susanna, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm so sorry, Sad Susanna. Oh. But he did a fantastic job with this necklace. I love the colors. Green is one of my favorite colors, and I like the way you paired it up with the black and the gold, and it's got like the nice fluffy ends. But this one's cool because I see you did the deer suede lace in the back. I really like that, and it's got the nice little the gold slider knot over the deer suede lace. So all in all, this one came out really nice. Your moose knots are perfect. Very, very nice. And then next we have Nana, Scotland. This necklace is really cute, guys. I love like it. You get like a real dainty, like that first part with the elephant, and then it also has that chunkier look in there. Really nice like transition, because you look at the like the top part. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the knotted beads like towards the back of the necklace, and then it's got like the braided. So I love it because when you look at it, you just want to keep looking because it's got so many cool techniques. So thank you, Nana, for like making my day, because when I saw this, I thought, wow, that is really, really nice. Next, Laura Lee, Florida. These bracelets are so cute. She sent in one that she said she didn't like, and honestly, I think both of them are really, really cool. The other version, the turtles were like wire wrapped on. But this version is really nice too. I love both of them. Very cute, very beachy. Muy bonita. I love it. Braided ends with the macrame slide knot. You've got the, let's see, the bead stack. Really pretty. I love that red one. Oh, it's so cute. It's like coral, and then it's got the what is that called? I can't remember, but beautiful. And here they are again with the little the blue beads, very beachy. I am muy bonita. I love them. And then next we have, okay, this, of course, these weren't made with the Knotty-Do-It-All, but Pat sent these in, and I thought, you know what, guys, I want to show you. Pat, my timekeeper, is like incredibly talented. Look at this. I mean, I can't even like imagine. I mean, I've seen books and stuff like that on how to do this. Mine would be abstract. It wouldn't like, oh my gosh, I'm just like beside myself. And this is like incredibly like beautiful. Thank you for sending these in, Pat. Maybe over the summer I'll give, the bead weaving like this a try, because I've never tried it. It's just astonishing. The next, Laura Florida. Ooh, this one is so pretty. It's the amethyst. And I like the ring and the drop. Beautiful, beautiful necklace. And I like the way it, okay, I think you got the, I don't know how you, I mean, I did a close-up of the ring because I wasn't quite sure how you got it on there. Huh. Did you feed it through the beads twice? Like you strung them on the beads, went around the ring, and then back through. That's the only thing I'm thinking, unless I'm seeing it wrong. But really nice, beautiful. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at those colors. And what color cord is that? I've never seen that before. Huh. I'm intrigued. And I like the tassel. God, look at all those. Boy, girl, you really went to town. Look at all those moose knots on the end. And then the wire wrap beads. Oh my goodness, I bet this looks so pretty on. Doubled. Oh, I love this necklace. Wow. I know it was a lot of work, because those are a lot of moose knots you have there on the bottom. And and I know it's tricky getting them like balanced, because some have to be a little bit shorter, a little bit longer, but I love all the detail, the spacer beads, and plus your wire wrapping is very, very nice. I love it. Ooh, and I remember those beads. Oh, yeah, I know those beads. The melon. Those look familiar. And then next we have Sad Susanna, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, Susanna, I was wondering about the pendant on this bracelet. Is it like needle point? Because I was looking at it and it looks like it's like a needle point. And I've seen people take like little pieces of like cloth or from a shirt or something, and then turn it into like a pendant for, I don't know, they call it memory jewelry, just like to remember like someone or something. But that is really cool. I have no idea like what that is, so I need an explanation. But I love the color brown. It's one of my favorite colors. Man, guys, I tell you, if I see a brown skirt, a brown dress, brown anything, I'm right on it, because ever since I was little, I don't know why, I've always liked the color brown. Really nice. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. Ooh. This, I remember this project. Very nice. I like the color combination. Ooh, I can imagine it on me right now with a brown skirt and a white shirt. Oh, I love it. Very, very nice. I can't remember what this stitch was called. It's like a half hitch. And then it's got like the bead. I think I did a lesson on this. I know I did. As a matter of fact, I think I did a couple of them. One of them I did with, I remember it was the, with bamboo yarn, and it looked completely different. I was astounded when I did that lesson. And it was amazing, because just using different cord just made it like, it made me feel like I was showing you guys something new. And then I realized, oh, I've done this before, but just changing the cord made such a huge difference. And then next we have another beading. Ooh, I love this one. This is This is one of those super fast and easy like bracelets that you can literally make in like 10 minutes, right? So Sarah was like, you just slide the bead over, do the knot, slide it, knot, slide it, knot. And I like that pendant. Ooh, very nice. And ooh, those beads look familiar. I've seen those. And I like the clasp, the ring. Perfect. And then next, Nana, Scotland. Ooh, look at this. Oh, that is so intricate. You know, I think it's really cool, like how you make like the bezel out of beads. And how they stay is beyond me. I mean, one of these days, I'd like to see like the back, like how it looks in the back. Is there like a plate or something, or is it glued onto a piece of fabric before it's like woven? And I don't know. I like the little dangles on the end, the rings, really, really nice. And then next we have Sarah, North Carolina. This is honestly one of my go-to. I have several of these necklaces because I always like to have like a large pearl on there or just a large bead, because when you're stacking necklaces, having this one as the very first one on top is like, you can't go wrong. And you know, I like the different colors. I have so many of this style. Like, I mean, I can't even explain. And plus it looks really cool if you have like 3 like knotted ones or even 5 adjustable. You can make them adjustable, but you know, this is definitely one of my go-to like must-have pieces for like my stacking anytime I wear anything stacked. And then next we have a Christie, Alaska. Ooh, this one's really cool, guys. It's so different. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's got the like, you know, I've never even thought to do anything like this. It's got like the macrame on the sides and then the dangle beads in the middle. Like, how cool is that? Chunky leather, and then the dangle on the end. It's like the beach glass or something. I don't know, but look at it's just so cool, so different. Really, I love it. And the next one, this is one from Sarah. She sent this one in quite some time ago. And I've always remembered this one because, you know, I like that it can be worn doubled or long. And, you know, this version, you know, if you wear it long, then you'll have that dangle like in the back. And it's kind of sort of like today's lesson, except the way I'm doing my wrap is that that dangle part, when you put the necklace on, will be in the back. So it's like having like 2 necklaces in one. But I've always like really liked this one because, you know, I like the way the macrame is in the front, and, you know, just like everything about it. So, you know, when I was working on this week's lesson, I just kept thinking about this. I'm like, and I looked for it and looked for it. And so, you know, I emailed Sarah and I was trying to describe the necklace because she sent in so many beautiful pieces and she knew exactly which one I was talking about. So, you know, I just want to, you know, have this one noted because you can make it this way. So anyway, so that is our customer show for this week. And that is the customer show, the final one. Okay, so on to the project. Okay, so what I used was I don't have any notes, guys. I'm so sorry. I guess I spaced out or something, but I'll try to explain it. I'm using waxed Irish linen, and you know, I don't know, but this is actually like when it was from Ireland, I guess, because on the label it actually says waxed Irish linen, but I think it's made other places now, so they just call it waxed linen. So if you see a label and you're just like, well, where's the Irish part? And I've tried investigating to see what's happened with the factory, but I have no idea. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, because I want it to be a little bit thicker, I'm going 2, 2, and 2. And they're 6 strands all together, and it's 60 inches each strand. So 20, 40, 60, you do that 6 times. And then you put them all together. And I'm going to, I mean, I've got most of the necklace done here, but I just wanted to show you like how I did like the knot in front. So I measure out about, I'm going to go 21 inches. That's the length of the board plus 1 inch. Why not? And that's where I'm going to tie on the pendant. But I'm gonna use the long side to do the knot, only in that I know that with this specific project, I do have a little extra wiggle room on the long side, because since I've made it like a couple of times already, I know that I've got like more wiggle room. So I am going to put all the strands in. Let me clean this up a bit. And the interesting thing is the type of moose knot that I do is just, it's like, I think it's just like one single wrap. And that's because since you're, and I'm sure a lot of you have already like done this where, you know, let me get this clipped in. You're working with so many strands that your moose knot just gets like really, really big. So the trick to keep it from getting like overly big is just to, you know, do like a single wrap. So I'm going to come in here. Oops. Let me clean this. So I'm just going to do one. So you have like two. So when you're looking at it, you see like, I guess, I don't know, technically it's I don't know, I call it a single wrap. Okay, so I'm going to kind of twist these all so they stick. And then I'm going to put them through. Let's get all of these in just like that. I really love waxed Irish linen. It's so pretty. The only thing about it, guys, let me tell you right off the bat, it's the worst for bracelets, because if you get it wet at all, and even if you don't get it wet, it just doesn't like, here, let's tighten this one. Then you want to kind of squeeze to like redistribute the tension, and then like pull, and then you slide it down. Okay, so that's how you get the and the funny thing is, it doesn't like look like a moose knot, but you know, that's all right. That doesn't affect the overall look. So let's get this. So what you'll end up with is a short side. Let me zoom out here. So this side will be like the 20-inch side, and then this side will be approximately the 40-inch side. So that's how you get the cord on. So you just have to do a major offset. The original one that I did, you know, I started with the rondelles, and then, you know, I looked at it and I thought, you know, it looks too busy, like right in here. So what I did was I added a couple of like these stainless steel beads, and these were in the show a few shows back. So if you bought them, they're like a stardust. And I thought it would look better like to transition, so that way it's not so like bumpy in front. So with that said, I'm going to do the braiding on this side. I've done it on this side because I knew I wouldn't have enough time. So on this one, you string on your two. Well, let's do these first, because there's a little something. Usually when I braid, I do 6 braids in between, but I didn't want 6 braids. I didn't want it so spacey, like right like up front. So I did like 4, 4, 4, and then I went into like putting the rest of the rondelles, and I'll show you exactly how that's done. This side's done. When you braid and you finish one side, this is the left, you have to flip it over to do the other side, because if you don't, it's really weird that the beads will be on the same sides. Like these face out, they will, if you don't flip it, they'll face out, they'll go that way. You need them to go this way. So what you do is you flip it over, and then let's get this going. And I use leadered needles like any and every chance I get. I'm just going to clip this in just to like lock it in. That's my cool little tip, because sometimes, you know, it'll pop out when you're working, but that keeps it in. So let me, you know what, wait, let me backtrack I'm not going to use the leadered needle yet, but I'm going to separate these strands out, and I'm going to go in 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay, so right there, then I'm going to slide a bead on. because since this, I think I talked about it last week, when you're braiding with a count other than 6, you got to put beads on every single strand. So there's 4. So now there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to come out and put another bead. And there's another thing. Well, I'll talk about it in just a second. So let's get this slide down, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now since I'm going to start doing multiples of 6, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to take my leader needle because I don't mess around. I like being able to string beads on very quickly. Because when you have to do them one at a time, no. Oh, no, I don't like that. So the leader needle is fishing line, in case you guys don't know, with a beading needle on the end. And to tie it, you have to tie it, go around twice, or else it will slip. If you do it twice, just like I did, it's just an overhand knot with an extra twist. It won't slip. So I'm going to put my leader needle onto my cord here. And I think it was 19. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18? Wait, yeah, 18. So with a leader needle, let me flip this over. See how you could just like grab like chunks of beads, and one of them, I think that grab was a little bit too big, but hey, oh, it just makes my life so much easier. Ugh. Hang on, if it's not getting tangled. So let me just get those on there and then keep going. I'll be a little more reasonable this time. But this is like really handy, the leader needle especially. Guys, you know, like working with those super tiny beads. Oh my goodness. So let's get that. And that. And there's another thing that I'm going to talk about that was really important with this necklace. Let me count the beads to make sure I'm not going overboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I went over. So let's get those off and get these on and pull it through. It's just so much easier. So let's just get this and pull. All right. And then I'm going to put a clip on this end. And when you're doing like rondelles, I know that I talked about like my little braiding technique last week, but I'm going to just do it here because this is really important. Let me lock this, move this. Okay, when you're doing the rondelle, you push it down, and so then you start counting. There's 1, and then on number 2, that right there, look, watch this. That's number, see that? 3, 4, 5, 6. That little tiny movement that I did with my fingers is the trick. So there's 1, and then on 2, you just kind of 2, and then try to hold it. And what it does is it just helps really wrap the the $1 million tip. Let me tell you, this little tiny tip, guys, is what's going to make the difference between whether it looks like horrible or not. That one tip. Yeah, crazy, huh? God, unbelievable. Right there on number 2. Have you guys like tried that? Oh my God, my hair I look like a mad scientist. Oh well. So 1, 2, push, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Yeah, waxed Irish linen is a natural fiber, so you cannot melt it. I'm going to kind of speed it up here. I think I'm doing good on time. Okay, 5, 6. Let me read some of the comments. Wax cotton cord. Yes. You know, Beverly, I want to mention something really, really interesting about waxed cotton cord. Boy, that is really, it's weird because this actually has like tangible, feelable wax on it. I mean, you could feel it like stick. Wax cotton is I mean, 99% of the wax cotton that I've ever seen advertised, their definition of waxed is like it's shiny, like you wax your car. You know, like you put wax on it, it makes it shiny. Because you have to be, if you're ever in the market for wax cotton, because there is a one out there that I've seen that's like regular cotton cord that actually does have wax on it. But most of the time, if you're going to buy any online from, like, let's say you find someone that says they're selling wax cotton, ask them if it has like the wax coating on it. Really important, because it makes a difference in how the cord behaves when you're braiding or knotting. Yeah. Okay. A leather vacuum. Oh my goodness, what's happening to the leather market? Does someone know something? Nana? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go like faster, guys. I'm just gonna, because I want to run out of time. I always say that because I'm always like afraid. 5, 6, and let me just pop this back one notch and move it down. Let me see. Okay. $1 million. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I don't know, my hair looked cute when I started. I don't know what happened. Oh, and oh. Ah, you guys are so funny. Oh, McFly Gina, getting teeth. What? Oh, gritting teeth. Oh gosh, I thought someone said getting teeth. Oh my goodness. See, I tell you, thank goodness I'm going to have my glasses appointment tomorrow. That's 2. Okay, let me keep going. I'm almost finished. We got 2 more, guys. And can you imagine if I did this whole thing on the show? Okay, Facebook group. 1, 2. Guys, I am so embarrassed. I still don't understand Facebook. A customer told me, sorry I poked you. I'm like, what is, I don't even know what that means. Will you guys tell me what that means in Facebook lingo, what poking somebody means? I have no idea. Can we use, yeah, waxed up. Yes. Who said that? Marlene. Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I was going to use the wax jewelry cord for this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to braid a few braids. Let me just braid, just to get like a couple of years worth of stock. Okay, I'm just going to, can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me just push this over and just kind of braid a bit. Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay, I'm going to clip this side. Let's zoom out here. So what I've done, hopefully, did I miss one? Oh my God, see, always count. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Maybe it just needs to be stretched a little bit. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got the perfect amount on each side. On this one, okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the button. What I did on this one, I mean, in this, you'll see that this makes a huge difference in just a second. I put the button on the long end, but I'm going to switch it to where the button is on the short end and this part is on the long end. And I'm going to show you why. Let me see if I can do this. Hang on. There's a big reason. Because when I put it on, let's see if I can do this. Oh no, hang on, no, I'm doing that wrong. When I wore it long, that's where the problem arose. So if you wear it long, and I mean these are actually blue. So let me get this on here. See that? See how those little balls, they go up? You want them to go down. So I'm thinking that by switching the button, we're going to see if it works. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I'm going to see if I can get these little things, right? Do you know what I'm saying? So ideally, I think it would look better if this was facing downward. So we're going to find out together to see if switching them fixes the problem. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so button on. Button on the short end. Okay, so let me grab my button. I think I'm going to use this button. That's a cute button, right? Okay, let's. But the important thing is that you make sure that all your cords fit through. Oh, okay. Let me see. Spiders. I'm going to tell you guys a story. Have you ever seen those videos online, like especially like on Instagram, where someone's like looking at the iPhone and a person plays a joke on them where there's like a spider crawling across their face and then they start hitting their face? You've seen those? Well, the other day I was in my studio and my hair just kept like falling in my face. I'm just like, oh, it's such a pain. So I launched my OBS program, which is the program I use to live stream, and I was like trying to fix my hair. And there was actually a humongous spider on my head, and it was real. It was so creepy. I mean, the first thing I did was I like ran to like Instagram, no, to like AI, and I'm like, what do I do to like ward the spider away? Because it fell on the floor, and it was somewhere around, and the only thing I thought, this thing is going to attack and like eat me. But it said to like put peppermint oil like around your feet. So I doused my feet and my legs and everything with a peppermint oil. But it was so scary because it was real. Oh my, this thing. I bet it's around here somewhere just waiting for me. Oh my gosh, it was so creepy. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna, have you guys ever had like a spider on you? It's just like, it's like the worst. So I'm gonna come over here and zoom in, and I'm going to put my macrame binding knot in there. I'm thinking that's a little, maybe, okay, what you don't want, you just want to like make sure, okay, see, that's too much space. You just want enough, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's good. You know what, actually, I think that might be good. You know, maybe, let me just make it a little bit shorter, but that's fine, actually. I'm going to put a macrame binding knot. Let's see, who has had spiders posting on TikTok? Oh, Gina, you know what? I don't know. I got to think about that. So I'm going to do my regular super tight. Where is this? Focus. Okay, super tight binding knot. So with all your like might, grab the cords and tighten. So there's top, bottom. And one nice thing, since the waxed Irish linen has wax, and then this other cord has wax, I mean, it really like it sticks. When I made the first one, I kind of, it was awful. I made a mistake, and I had to undo this binding knot off of that sticky like cord, and well, a seam ripper became very, very handy. So that was nice. Yeah, thank you. That sounds delightful. Throwing the hair in my face. Ugh. Man, ugh. Yeah. And then all I saw was like big legs and like a hairy body. You know, that's a that ugh. I don't know like what other. Let me see if this thing. Oh no, this has no tip. Well, ain't that? What did I do with my thingy? All right, let me. Yeah, when you're melting like the little tiny threads, you know, I've had a couple of instances where I've kind of like ruined a piece because I used my lighter and it just like not a good idea. I'm gonna use this little thread zapper. The reason I'm not talking is I blow, guys, when I do this. I um I go like this. I melt it and blow because that stuff will just blow right in your face and you don't want to be breathing that stuff in. So I blow on it while I melt it. Let me get back here. Oop. Board. All right, so I'm going to cut this, and now we're going to put the do the other side. Let's see, how did I do this? I want to do it exactly like I did it. All right, so I'm going to make this little part right here, and where I think I used a super like thick leather, a faux leather. Okay, so I'm going to take, I don't know, I usually take like 12 inches, and a tip. If your faux leather is like a little bit on the stiff side, which sometimes, for whatever reason, sometimes it is, just kind of put it around a peg and just kind of like run it back and forth like this, and it softens it up. And you could also do that with leather. It just helps like break the stiffness. Okay, I'm going to offset by 4 inches. Like, how did I do that? Oh yeah, I need a ring. Let me get my ring. Right. And I used a 6mm ring because I didn't want a bunch of, because you know, if you use a big ring, then it's I don't know, more length that it's adding. So I didn't want to add any more length than I needed. And I'm going to do the moose knot. And I know that with this super thick cord, the offset is usually 5 inches. So I'm just going to go 5. And the reason it won't be as much is because I am doing like, I'm not going to do the full triple. I'm just going to do like a double. Where's my peg? Uh-oh. Okay. So I'm going to come in here and make a moose knot. See, so the moose knot, it just kind of doesn't, it has a bend in it. So, which is fantastic for like, see, I love making this knot. How many of you guys love the moose knot? Heart down below if you love the moose knot. Oh, 10 minutes. You know what? I think I've got a little bit of extra time today. So I'm going to, I can go over by a few minutes. So let me get this on here. Since I finished that side. Okay. Oh, I think I needed 3 more. So let me finish these on this side real quick, guys. Okay, so let me clip. And because, you know, I figured since I have a little bit of extra time, it'd be a good idea to like just completely finish the project. So that way I have 2 of them. So I'm going to, uh-oh. That's one thing about when you start braiding and then you come back to it, sometimes you get a little bit like lost. Okay, so there we go. And see, like if you made it like the Sarah's version, it would have been like even on both sides. And when it's even on both sides, then when you put it on and double it, the button falls in front. But if you offset it, the button will go towards the back when you double it. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to come in here and braid. And these beads are so pretty. This is the turquoise jasper. God, the blue, to me, they almost look like, what is that? Oh my goodness. That really blue stone. Help me out, guys. It's so gemmy and pretty, and everybody just loves it. I got so many running through my head. Okay, I think that's enough for here. I'm just going to grab these, and I do have a lot of extra, just a little bit of extra, but there's enough in here so that if you need to make it longer. So I'll talk about like the length that I chose in just a second. I want to get this on here, and then I'm going to come in and put it on using the macrame binding knot as well. So I'm going to slide this down. You know what, I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the coil knot on here, right here, in case you guys have missed it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Tess, I know that you are like really good at that. Some of the stuff that she's made. Aw. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm not like going away. Let's see, 3. I'm gonna go 4. Okay, I'm going to push up. Oh no, the heart's not working. I think you guys wore it out. But that's okay. That's okay. This way, this way. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to do really tight. I'm doing like super tight. In one tip, see how, okay, in this situation, all these are the same length. Oh boy, let me tell you guys, more times than I can say, I've cut the wrong ones. So if you cut this, let's say you think that this is part of this. So I always like make a little knot on the end just to let me know that that's the one I cut, not these guys here. Really important. So I'm going to scoot all these down towards the end because we need to like make like melty balls, because that is what's going to keep the piece together. Because if you make them down here and you nick your cord, which will happen, you ruin it. But since it's going to be nicked up here, and that's a part that we're cutting off anyway, then it doesn't matter. So let me like fluff this out and grab a lighter. And when I'm using like the thicker, oh my goodness, a faux leather, I always use a lighter because it's a waste of battery, honestly, to use a thread zapper because it takes such a long time. Okay, so now I'm going to do this side. And let's cut, fluff, and melt. And I don't know, I find that by fluffing it out, it just get the heat is distributed like a lot nicer. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go hit it a little bit. Okay, perfect. In this one, I know on a lot of my videos I say tap it, tap it, tap it. This one you don't tap. Okay. Oh my goodness. You know what? Yesterday, oh, see, I should have waited. Oh, that was hot. Oh, I think I ruined it. Oh, my perfect ball. Oh well, it's okay. Let's slide this down. And you just need to make it like the opening just big enough to get your button through. And the reason I'm doing this now is because it's going to be important in just a second. Okay, that's perfect. And then on the ends here, I'm going to make the what I call the stopper knots. And let's see, get that in there, tighten. I should have probably made this a little bit longer so I could put accent beads, but you know what? No big deal. No big deal. Let's scoot that down, tighten. And you know, my big thing lately is like, I like to take a pair of like pliers and just like really like crank these things down, because especially if you're using like, if you have a short piece like that and you don't have leverage, then you can like use that to tighten. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, this is just so it looks even. Okay, so when you put you put your button on, and then you slide your knot over. Let's say, I mean, you close this part, and then you kind of want to look at this. Okay, because you don't want it to be like that. See, it doesn't look evenly distributed. Whoa, where's my? So I just want to kind of make it a little bit closer. Okay. And let's move this down a bit. Okay. So that's better, because you don't want too much of a gap. So I think that will be perfect. So I'm going to come in here and clip here and put my macrame binding knot right in there. Right there. And you might think, oh, that's such a small spot, but let me tell you, the macrame binding knot, especially when you're using like a 0.5 cord, it just really, really cranks it down. It's like fabulous. So I'm going to come in and like give it a death grip, like super tight. Wrap it around your fingers. Oh, thank you, Laura Lee. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Okay. And, you know, I want to thank each and every one of you that has like supported the customer show. I mean, every excuse me, every Tuesday, you know, it's always been the deadline, so that's been the day that I usually put the slideshow together, and it's so much fun, you know, just seeing what you guys make. I mean, it's incredible, and I really appreciate it, because without you guys sending your work in like that, I wouldn't have a customer show. So my deepest gratitude to every single one of you that has participated in any capacity, even if you've just sent one thing in. I'm eternally grateful. Okay, so I'm going to come in here and do this. I'm going to melt this side, and this is, you know what? Oh my goodness, okay, there we go. That little patience is a virtue when it comes to melting these little tiny cords. Okay, so well, I can't wait to see if my switching the two worked when wearing it long. So let me get this side. And see, I purposely have like half dead batteries in this thing, because boy, let me tell you, when you're trying to melt that really thin cord, you don't want anything that's overly powerful. Okay, drum roll. Let me switch back. All right, let's see if it worked. So I want to wear it long, and I want the little dangle things, the little legs, to go up. Got it on. It worked. Yay. Look at that. But that's funny. It worked, but I think it put it on the other side. Or is it on the... Oh, no, they're both on the same side. God, I swear I saw it on the... Why is that? Okay, I'm confused now. Oh, it is on the other side, right? Oh, that is so weird, guys. So if you... Depending on whether you put it on the long side or the short side, it's going to switch which side. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. That's a curveball, but it worked. So put the button. My official explanation for this is to put the button on the short side and the slide knot on the long side. And as far as determining like the distance between the two, I use my rule of thumb, 2 inches. So the for this section here, you know, I measured it out, and then I think at first I did this one because this is going to be the short one. I wanted it to be kind of like a choker length, but not too much like choker. So I made it like an inch longer, which was 15 inches. And then what I did was I braided enough beads on the other side to make it 15, 17 inches. So altogether, this side is 17. So really cool necklace, really interesting project. And like I said, if you make it where it's even and then you wrap it, it'll come out like the one that Sarah did. I am 5 minutes over my time, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sad. But that's okay, Pat. Today I had a little extra time because I know that there isn't a show after mine. Tess, I mean, I just want you guys to know that I see you in the comments like all the time. Christy, Margaret, Kat, oh my gosh, all of you guys, Nana, Michael. Rita couldn't make it today, so thank you, Rita. She emailed me saying that she wouldn't be able to make it to today's show. Gina, oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Jenny, love you guys. Nana, Paula, let's see. Ooh, we got Laura Lee, Ella, super sad. Susanna, oh my gosh, it gets sadder and sadder. Oh, you guys are just Jerry, oh my goodness, thank you. Oh, Julian, BC, Sharon, I love you guys. I'm just so sad, but anyway, I just want to tell you guys thank you for being here for the last 140 shows. I've had a wonderful time, and I hope you guys have learned a lot. Anyway, I love you. Mwah. Bye.